right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Give us 1 second. Check the feed. All right, we in there. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here labored in all truth and sincerity. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, this is the brothers from Great Millstone, Charlotte, coming back with another Lord willing edifying lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel. And pretty much in this lesson, as you see the topic, we wanted to touch on what's going to happen to the elites after the destruction. All right, because we know, according to the scriptures, that America's future, all right, is pretty much thermonuclear destruction. All right, and when the whole world takes part in World War III, we know that various lands are going to be destroyed by those missiles, and the elites, they're going to go underground, all right, in different parts of the world in their bunkers to escape the judgment, just as the elect, all right, is going to escape the fire by going into the chariots, man. All right, so really, this is kind of a lesson you can use for both sides, man. The elite of the Edomites, the wicked, and then the elite of the righteous, which is the elect. All right,
That's
so
right.
we'll open up with this Ezekiel 35 and just go in the spirit, man. The Lord wants to edify.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and
Mm-hmm.
prophesy against it.
Right, and Mount Seir we know represents Esau, man. All right, because hey, as we know, Mount Seir is where Esau dealt, or it's like he dwelt. All right, and
Right.
you can look up Mount Seir right now on Google, and you'll see that there's palaces carved into the rocks. All right, over there in Petra, you know, which shows you that that's today the Edomites still, man. Because when you look at the infrastructure of how America and really all their kingdoms that they ruled, they all have similar setups, man. All right, you look at Greece, Rome, and then here in America, it's all the same setup. And if you go and look up that Mount Petra, man, you know.
Exactly.
And like I said, anytime you want to add in, Quantum, go ahead.
Okay. So Ezekiel 35 and verse 3. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Right, because we know the Edomites are hated by Yahweh by Shemal Shah, as it is stated in the book of Malachi, the first chapter, and then Romans, the ninth chapter, man. Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. And so Esau, all right, you are being told to your face how the Most High is against you, man. All right, and just like it says in Malachi 1 and 4. Matter of fact, can you get that real quick? Just
Yeah.
speaking on that. All right, read from just 1 through 4 real quick. All right, 'cause this is the Lord's message to you, Edomites, man.
Mm-hmm. Look at Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Right.
And I,
This was spoken to the Israelites because after the judgments that came upon Jake, all right, the Most High had to remind Jake that look, because even though this is happening to you, that doesn't mean the Lord doesn't love you, man. All right, you still are the Lord's chosen. All right, you're still His firstborn, but the Lord truly hates Esau, man. All right, even though it's truly yet to be seen the Lord's hatred on Esau because of His anger that's gone against Israel. But we're all going to witness on a world scale the Most High's hatred towards these damn devils, man. All right, go ahead.
son of man, oh, sorry, go back to that Malachi slot. Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness,
Mm-hmm.
wherein Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down, and they
And
shall
that's
call. Oh, go
no,
ahead.
it's like fish out.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Right, and that's how we know that the Most High, all right, is speaking to these so-called white people, these devils, man. Okay, because who was the ones that have established the kingdom, boasting themselves against the Most High and His people? All right, it's these Edomites, man, these so-called white people, but mainly the Amalekites, man, the chief house of Edom, man. All right, and all these different kingdoms that Esau has risen up, in the past, the Lord always took down, and this last kingdom that Esau has risen up, the Lord's going to take down, man. Okay, and He's going to show forth that hatred by sending 200 million warheads on this place as overkill and over in the land of Israel, all right, to destroy you damn devils, man. All right, so He's allowing you to stir up World War III to ultimately come against you, because it says what, Proverbs, I believe that's 3:33, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, man. All right, so the Lord is gonna show you devils His anger by allowing you to destroy yourself with your own weapon, man. All right, because those nukes were created to be your own downfall, man. All right,
That's right. Continuing on, I was on that right.
that was it on that. You can go back to Ezekiel.
So Ezekiel chapter 35 and I'll start at verse 3 again. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Right, because when this place is destroyed, when your Edomite infrastructure is destroyed, all right, there's gonna be nothing left of it, man. All right, you're not gonna have any remembrance that you ever ruled. All right, all pretty much remaining things that show that you were in power, that you had any ounce of history. All that's gonna be erased, man. All right, you're gonna be brought back down to the peasant that you are, man.
That's right. And like I said, I will stretch out my hand against thee, which means Yahweh Shai is the one who's going to be coming and working the will of the Father, man.
Exactly.
He's the power, right? That right hand, of the Heavenly Father.
That's
so
right.
like it says in it talks about how judgment was given unto the Son. So the Lord, He was given this power, right, to execute this righteous judgment,
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, Ezekiel 35:4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Right, and how's this place gonna be, laid waste, man? When that lake of fire, hits America, all right, it says it's gonna burn everything back to the elements, man. All right, and this place is gonna be a perpetual memorial to those that live ungodly, man. All right, so America is gonna be uninhabited, once this place is destroyed, and that's gonna be a memorial, like I said, to wickedness, man. So that when people look over here in the west to see this land, they're gonna remember, all right, the great judgment that the Lord did, all right, to America because of the wickedness that was going on here. That's mainly being perpetrated by you devils, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Exactly. So because of your perpetual hatred, all right, that you have had for your brother, going all the way back to Genesis the 27th chapter, how you purposed in your heart that when Isaac died, that you plotted how you was gonna kill your brother Jacob. All right. And since then, Esau has had it in his heart to try to wipe out Israel. This is why every opportunity they got to come against us, they took advantage of it. And what we see today, man. All right, Esau has been destroying Jake, all right, overtly and subvertly, but we're about to get to a time to where Esau is just going to overtly come with it, all right, and it's going to be a great slaughter of Israelites being killed by you devils out here, and that's all ordained by the Most High, all right. But then in the trick bag, it's going to show that because you touched the apple of the Most High's eye, you're going to be judged greatly for that, man. All right, so like I said, you're in a trick bag at the end of the day, man.
That's it. Talks about scriptures say they forwarded their affliction, man.
Exactly.
So for doing all this, going above and beyond, what was necessary, the Lord is going to recompense you double, man.
Yeah, because the scripture said, I believe in Jeremiah, I I want to say 49, the 49th chapter in verse 20, has said, "Those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken it." All right, like you just added to what you said, man. Esau went above and beyond, all right, to pretty much, judge us, man. All right, and we were never meant to be brought this low and destitute, but you devils took it way further than you were supposed to. But like I said, it was all ordained through the Spirit, which is going to justify, all right, the great judgment that's going to befall you from the Lord, man.
That's right. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 6. Therefore, as I live, it's like, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Right, and these devils know that this great judgment is coming for them, man. This is why throughout the years they've been preparing their exit plan, man. All right, they've had these bunkers, built underground, under the oceans and in space. All right, they're talking about fleeing to Mars. They got all these different exit plans to try to escape the coming of the Lord because they know that this judgment is coming for them, man.
Mm-hmm. What's that? James 2 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
The devils do believe and tremble.
Yep.
Part of that trembling is them, like you said, they make those preparations to flee, man. Right? They're doing all of this to avoid the conflict, right? To try to wait out the storm. But as we'll get into, it's unavoidable, man.
That's right.
Ezekiel 35 and 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it. It's like from it him that possessed. It's like Ezekiel 35 and 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
Mm-hmm.
And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
Right. The Lord's going to be doing a great killing in that time when he returns, man. All right, over there in the valley of Yehoshaphat, all right, during World War III, and then when he comes over here to this land of America, he's gonna do a great killing, man. Okay, so we see that the Lord has a great, judgment stored up for these devils, man. All right, so you devils are they are afraid. These elites, they're afraid, man. This is why they tremble when they hear the prophets bring out these words, man, because it's just a reminder of the judgment they can't escape. And believe me, they've tried, man. All right, when you look up, it's we go into it a lot. Project Looking Glass, man. It was a supercomputer where it pretty much could let them know, the outcome of different plans they had. Kind of allowing them to tap into the future in so many words. But at the end of the day, they end up shutting that program down because they saw that no matter what they did, whatever preparations they made, what they did, everything all resulted in the same, judgment that they was going to lose in the end, man. All right, that when Yahweh returns, man, it spells nothing but bad news for him, man. And so this is why they're afraid.
Exactly. It's like what's it called when Doctor Strange was on the Avengers,
right?
All the millions of scenarios, right? But only in this case, since this isn't a movie, right? There's no escape, right? You can go through hundreds of billions of scenarios, and the same result is going to take place, man. But I did want to get this for you.
You got it.
This is Jeremiah 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
That's right.
That great death, right? As we read, that it said, the slain shall be in the valleys and the hills and the rivers, right? Throughout the streets. Everywhere you look, it's going to be death, man.
Mm-hmm.
You keep going.
You can keep going.
Okay. Ezekiel 35 and verse 9. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Right, because this great judgment, this is the day that the Lord has stored up. All right, real quick, grab Romans 9 and I want to say 17. How he pretty much built up Pharaoh, because this day the Lord has been reserving to pretty much showcase his power to the rest of the world. That the God of the Israelites is the one true God that is to be feared amongst all nations, man. All right, so this is reliving, All right, the situation that we read about, what happened with Rahab the harlot, man. All right, how she told the Israelite spies that that they heard of the great things that Yahweh had done for them. All right, to them two Amorite kings and what he did to the Egyptians, man. You know, so that praise and fame of the Most High's name is going to be put back in the earth when he destroys Esau's kingdom, man.
That's right. So Romans 9:17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Right. So Esau pretty much was allowed, all right, to gain this amount of power, all right, just so the Most High could smack him down, man. Okay.
Exactly.
Hey, like Pharaoh was raised up just so the Most High could flex on him. All right, this is what the Most High is doing with Esau, man. All right, he's going to use Yahweh Shah, his right hand, all right, to strike through kings, man. Okay, so when these elites, all right, take that final blow from Yahweh Shai, man, all right, the whole world would know that the God of the Israelites did that, man. All right, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai will be declared in the earth again, man, and all nations will fear that name, man.
Okay. So back in Ezekiel 35 and verse 10, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there.
And the two nations, all right, being the northern and the southern kingdom, man. Okay, Israel has been taken hold of by these devils, man. All right, and just like Pharaoh of Egypt, Esau has refused to let us go, man. All right, so much so to the point where he's trying to reshape the Israelites in his image by putting that charagma inside of us, man. Okay, so like I said, he touched the apple of the Most High's eye, man. So this is why the judgment that's about to befall this man is going to be like no other nation, man. All right, no other time, all right, a nation was judged the way that these damn devils about to be judged, man.
That's right. Ezekiel 35 and 11. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
Right. And how's the Lord mainly going to show that? All right, not only when your house shall return, but also allowing his elect to get busy on you devils as well, man. All right, because as we're gonna go into in a little bit, all right, when New Jerusalem comes down off them ships, man, what do you think the first thing we're gonna do? All right, we're gonna go and gather up all these kings that survived the destruction, all right, and put them in chains and then put their ass to work, man. And so like I said, the Lord, his glory is going to be shown through his men. All right. So when the sons of God, all right, are revealed again to the earth, okay, hey, the world will see the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through his men.
That's right. Hey, the scriptures talk about, I don't know exactly where it is, but it pretty much saying, show them the power that we have seen. Show them the power that we believe in, because we understand what the Lord is doing, and the extent of his ability, right? Just in our feeble understanding, man. Right. So how much more when that time comes, because we believe he can do anything, and he's going to show, that and bring that forth in these times, man.
Kind. I was trying to see if that what you were talking about was that in Baruch, but I don't think this is it.
I thought it was in Wisdom of Solomon, but I'm not sure. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, if you think of, you can bring it out. But yeah, I can't remember where that's at right now.
Okay. But this is Ezekiel 35 and verse 12. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, and they are given us to consume.
Right. So you devils have went above and beyond what you were supposed to. So now, all right, like it says in Psalms the 10th chapter, all right, they say that God has forgotten, all right, that that he's with us and he's forgotten what we have done. All right. So now they've gotten so comfortable, whooping Israel that they now, view us as their own. All right. This is, like I said, this is why they're trying to put that charagma inside of us, because they see that we're no longer, relying on him. All right. We're turning back into our true power. And these devils are upset about that because, and like I said, in their eyes, they view us as their possessions, man. Okay, and this is why Yahweh Shemi Shai is angry with you. Hey, we were not yours to own forever, man. All right, you were only given. It's like we were only given to you, all right, as our punishment for you to put your foot in our ass, man. You know, but it says our iniquity is coming to an end. Roughly paraphrasing, man.
I got one for you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, and I'll start in verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. And this is what we're seeing right now. Their tongue falling upon themselves, right? They're getting sloppy because they feel the power slipping away from them.
That's right.
So now they're grasping for straws. They're trying to hold on for dear life. So they're doing everything in their power possible to offset prophecy, which is ultimately fulfilling prophecy. But verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Right. So, like you said, priest, we've done and gone through what we were supposed to go into. What we were supposed to go through, the punishment that the Lord has set forth for us. It says, He will no more carry thee away into captivity, which is a cut to whatever doctrine out there that speaks on uprising against the Israelites once we get into the kingdom. Right. It says, He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Now, when you read this in the NLT, it says, But Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. Right? So them being exposed on this level is just the very beginning, man. Right? Because their punishment, is going to exist long into, that 1,000 hard years of captivity until that the Edomite spirit's got to be done away with, man.
That's right.
Going back. This is Ezekiel 35. Ezekiel 35 and verse 12. I don't know why this is. All right, there we go. Ezekiel 35 and verse 12. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate. They are given us to consume. Thus, with your mouth have you boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them.
Right. And what do you think, the Most High is hearing, or he's feeling, when you hear guys like Noah Yuval Harari speak the blasphemous things that he does? All right. Saying that they can make God as mad as they want, that they no longer fear that the Most High can flood the earth again. All right. They constantly boast about how God is dead.
Right.
Jesus, so-called Jesus is fake news. The Lord is hearing all these blasphemous statements that's being made, man. All right, how they're saying that they're, like I said, their houses are going to continue on forever, and the Lord is hearing all these, boastful words, man.
That's it. Thus saith the Lord power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate.
Right.
As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Right, because when you look at how the heathen, rejoiced at our downfall, all right, Israel has never been pretty much prominent again ever since we were, ran out of the Holy Land during 70 AD. All right, and after that, conquest the Edomites had against us, all right, they did nothing but rejoice. All right, after that, they built the Ark of Titus, which pretty much, made mockery of how they took us down. All right, and then when you go all through our history, okay, Esau has always, made fun of Jacob's plight, man. All right, pretty much, rejoiced at how they destroyed the Lord's people. Okay, so just as you, rejoiced at that, all right, the roles are going to be flipped on you, man. Okay, because like I said, when Babylon is destroyed, and the land over there in the land of Israel is hit with them nukes, okay, hey, you're no longer going to have any remembrance of your quote unquote good old days, man. All right, we're going to rejoice at seeing you in this low and desolate state, because like I said, the roles are going to reverse, man. All right, so ain't gonna be no more Edomite glory days for you to think of in that, because all you're going to have to remember all right, is the beating that you just got done, receiving, man. All right, and over generations of you continually seeing your ass get kicked every day as you see the Israelites, living in their glory, man. That's going to be your remembrance. Okay, just like how we look at us, our people are remembered as what, being slaves, right? That you hit our history to where you don't want us to know how we ruled, all right, during different periods of time. That's going to be your fate, man. Okay.
Mm. Hey, precept for you. This is Psalm chapter 2 and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance,
Mm-hmm.
and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Mm-hmm. And they know that that's coming. They know that in the world to come, that they are going to be our slaves, man, because they belong to us, man. Because just like it says in Second Esdras, the 6th chapter, all right, around like the 50th, 50 odd something verse, it pretty much talks about if the Lord, it's like if the world be ours, why do we not have an inheritance with? All right, because it says everything in the earth belongs to the Israel, man. All right, including the heathen. Okay, so the Lord, when we get the kingdom, is going to give us everything that belongs to us, which includes you heathen, especially you devils, man. And we're going to be able to do with you as we will, just like how you were able to do that with us, man. You
That's
know,
right.
you look up things such as the casual killing act, where Esau literally would kill Jake and pretty much get away with straight up murder because they look at us as property. All right. So that's the same sentiment that we're going to give to you in the kingdom of heaven when we get you as slaves, man.
That's right.
All right. So,
Okay.
we just wanted to preface, the why the Lord is going to judge Esau the way he's going to be judged. All right. But like I said, we want to go into after, the missiles are dropped. What is the fate of all those that survive this destruction, man? All right. So we want to start with the wicked, man. All right. So that James 5, bro, we can just go right to the point. Just go right to verse 4, and then we're going to jump to that revelation.
Okay. So James 5 and 5 or 5 and 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud,
Mm-hmm.
crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Right. Because as you know, the Israelites helped build up America. All right, really, we built up everything that you devils have, in rulership right now. Because just not even through America, but through different parts of history, as your time as the English, as the Spaniards, all right, as the French, the Dutch, all right, you got rich off Israel, man. Okay,
Right.
so the Lord has been hearing the cries that the Israelites have been, going, and sending up because hey, we are being slotted over here big time, man. Okay, we built up this whole country, this whole kingdom, and don't have shit to show for it, man. So the Lord is hearing the cries, and what He's gonna do is send Yahushua back, all right, to reclaim those that are His, man. All right, which is the elect. Okay.
That's right. Okay. Verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what these elites have enjoyed. All right, a whole lifetime of being able to kick their feet up, never having to live in want. All right, and that's all because of what the Israelites have done for them, man. All right.
Exactly. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you.
Right. We don't resist you, man. Our people literally later their sons down before you devils, and you still kill them. Hey, remember, hands up, don't shoot, right? You know, hey, Jake is literally giving themselves, you know, down to you, and you just you kill us unmercifully, man. All
Right.
right, it's many of killings that we can bring up of how you just straight up just murdered us. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the various reasons why, hey, when we get you in the kingdom, we're gonna put a foot sideways up your ass to the point to where, hey, we're
Right.
gonna be wearing your insides like boots, man. All right,
All right.
and you deserve every last bit of it, man.
That's right.
All right, so
Quick
let's
precept.
jump. Oh, go ahead, bro. Flocky.
Yeah. Uh, so this is Genesis. So 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
That's
You know,
right.
it's that same spirit. You know, that like you may mention, right? They beat Jake to death. They shoot Jake. They do all manner of Jake's still getting hung out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these things, right? They, like I said, going back, it said, "You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you." Right? You know, Israelites have a thing about being passive against their oppressors,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they're aggressive to their own people. So
Mm-hmm.
as they don't resist, they just giving Esau free reign, right, to slaughter them, man.
Right. Hey, Jake run. He run from these devils. He gets shot in the back. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Jake literally lay down, face to the ground, gets shot. All right. Hey, Jake dies in the most craziest ways every day. And when they literally are surrendering to these devils, they get their ass beat. They get punched in the face. Like I saw a video the other day where you had these cops. They was arresting Jake. Jake wasn't resisting, and the cop just punched him in the face, man. For no reason. So hey, we're not gonna have any mercy on you when we get you in the kingdom, man. You
That's
know.
right. Okay. Ezekiel 30, or sorry, James. Or did you want to jump down?
Now we can drop that. We'll go to Revelation 6 and 13 because, like I said, we're gonna go past the destruction. All right, because what we already know, according to Isaiah 13, Isaiah 63, Isaiah 34, Revelation 18, various chapters. All right, America's destruction is nuclear missiles, man. World War III. All right, it's gonna be the war to end all wars. All right, hey, nukes are gonna be shot. All right, cross country from both sides. All right, and it's going to be a whole new world that's going to be formed from these nuclear missiles touching land. All right,
That's right.
so in the midst of all this, the elites, like I said, they're going to go underground. All right, because their motto is that hey, when the destruction is past, that these damn devils are going to rise up from the ashes like a phoenix and begin their new world. All right, in their shape and their image, man. But that's not the case, man. This is the true story of what's going to happen to these elites. All right, and the rest of the world. All right, once the nuclear missiles are shot, man. All right, you got it.
So Revelation 6 and 13. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
All right, going into when the nuclear missiles come out of the skies and begin to touch down on the different parts of the land, but mainly here in Babylon the Great, the land of
Okay.
Israel and various parts of the world.
And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and
Right.
every oh, sorry,
Now go ahead, Slocky.
and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Right, because like I said, man, you have when those nukes hit, home base. All right, hey, that nuclear wind is going to sweep through the different parts that they hit at. All right, and it says that the heaven departed as a scroll because we know that mushroom cloud, all right, is going to go up in the sky. All right, just like it did whenever those bombs were dropped on Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. All right, and pretty much it says every mountain and island will be moved out of their place because the force of those missiles are going to cause the lands to pretty much break up and form new lands, just like what happened during the flood when Pangea got broke up, man. All right, so we're going to see a whole new Earth, literally, when these missiles are launched and they hit, man.
That's right. Verse it's like yeah,
It was on
15.
15. Yep.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the clefts, or in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Right. This is why the talk of bunkers have been, so open within the last few years because everybody that's in the know knows what's coming. All right. But the elites, all right, they're pretty much, the main ones that's going to survive in them bunkers. Okay, because they are being saved for a greater judgment. All right.
That's right.
So this is why you're seeing, especially during the lockdown, a lot of these company CEOs, these high level people in society, they began to leave their businesses and pretty much, leave America. Why? Because they're going underground to these bunkers to prepare for the nuclear destruction, man.
Hmm.
And you
That's
and
why
you,
they.
you got to
Oh,
also remember too that hey, they're gonna have Israelites down there because they gotta have entertainment as well, man.
Exactly.
You gotta
Exactly.
slide.
That's why it made mention of all these different levels of society in the verse,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they're gonna pretty much have functioning cities in these areas, man.
Yeah.
Like you may mention, they're leaving. A lot of them are building in Hawaii. They're building over in Europe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to escape. Then ain't nobody building bunkers except for Esau, these lower level Edomites in America, right? They
Exactly.
build storehouses, but the elites, right? All these billion and trillionaires, they're all building bunkers in the mountains, in the Alps, and all types of stuff out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
And said,
If I could add to what you said, because these are the high level bunkers, man. The ones that you had to pay millions of dollars to be able to get. All right, we seen pictures, but the pictures that we saw, those are light compared to what these devils, have on the ground. They got a whole, you said underground cities, they're gonna have, just like a whole world underground, because you got to remember when the missiles hit, you have a term called nuclear winter, to where the Earth, they call it the outside. A good example of that when you watch that show, The 100. All right, that nuclear fallout is going to make the Earth uninhabitable for a certain period of time, man. All right, so they got to have the proper sustenance to be able to survive underground while that going on, man. Okay,
exactly.
because like I said, when the elite, all right, go underground, okay, the elect is going to be going up, okay. So all those that are not of the the elite of Esau, all right, that's going to be saved, or the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, you're going to find yourself being melted in that lake of fire, man.
That's right. Okay. Revelation 6 and 16. And said unto the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Right, and this proves to you that these elites know that Yahweh Shai is coming in the midst of that destruction, man. Which is why, they want to be, covered from that destruction, so that Yahweh Shai doesn't, come in and get them. All right. But we already know that wherever you go, that the Most High is going to pretty much, he's going to come get you, because you can't hide. All right.
Right.
And you can skip the Amos and then go. Matter of fact, no, you get the Amos. You can go to Amos 9:3.
It's Amos chapter 9 and verse 3. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
Right. So pretty much showing you that, hey, you're going to be, rounded up out them holes, all right, wherever you're hoarded up at or boarded up at, all right, after destruction, all right, because that's going to be the beginning of your judgment, okay? And who's the Lord going to actually use to go and gather you? The elect, okay? Because, like I said, we're going to know exactly where to go to in that day to find you, all right? Whether you're up in the satellites, where to come get you, whether you're underground, where to come get you. If you're underwater, the Lord said He's going to command the serpent. Who's the serpent? Leviathan. All right, to bite you. Okay, and we're gonna round you up wherever you are, man, and put those chains on you, and you're gonna begin your prison sentence, man. You're 1,000-year prison sentence.
That's right.
Because, like I said, you can't hide from the
That's
Lord.
Psalm. That's it. That's it. So the book of Psalms, chapter 139 and verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence?
Mm-hmm.
If I ascend into heaven, thou art there.
Mm-hmm.
If I make my bed in hell, behold, you art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me,
Yep.
and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee.
Right. So this was King David acknowledging Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's presence. Because as we know, I believe that's in, either Psalms 1 and 19 or Psalm 19, how the Lord is omnipresent. He's omnipotent, which means he's all present. He's all powerful. He's everywhere. That's why his name literally is Yahweh, which means he exists. All right. So the Lord is everywhere. All right. So these elites, all right, you're going to realize that no matter where you go and hide yourself in the earth, the Lord knows exactly where you are, and he's going to come get you. All right. Through his men.
That's
Okay.
right. Okay. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7.
Matter of fact,
Pride.
you could skip that one.
Okay, okay.
Let's go to that Jeremiah 16.
Okay. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right, because hey, the angels are going to be coming after you, as well as the elect when we get those new bodies. All right, we're going to hold Revelation 21 next. All right, so the elect, all right, is going to be gathering you nations up. All right, the elites of all you nations, but specifically Esau. All right, going and binding you up because right now, all right, as we're currently speaking, we're still in fishing season, man. All right, because the elect is being sealed. Okay, but it's gonna come a time to where fishing season is over, and then it's gonna be hunting season, man. All right, when we get those new bodies, man. All right, so this is what the elites are afraid of. This is why they want to be, covered, in that destruction, because they don't want this right here to happen, man. All right, because they know once the elect come out them ships, it's game time, man. All right, we're gonna be like 144,000, of bright burners, man. All right,
That's right.
the Viltrumites, man. Whatever superhero, anime, characters you could think of, that's the elect all rolled up in each and every one of the members of the elect's bodies, man. All right, 144,000 gods, man.
Okay. So Revelation 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away,
Yeah,
and
the
there was
first
no
heaven
sea.
and the first earth being, all right, the age of Esau, Edom. All right, the time of the Gentiles being fulfilled. All right, ending with Esau's rulership here in Babylon the Great, man. All right, and that place, this place is going to pass away. All right, due to thermonuclear fire, man. All right, World War III spells the end of Babylon the Great.
That's right. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven,
Right,
prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
New Jerusalem being the elect, or adorned with those new bodies, fashioned like how Yahweh Shah's body is, man. Okay, and when we come out them ships, man, we're gonna be changed, man. Like I said, we're gonna be immortal, all powerful. All right, hey, ready to go and do the deeds of cleaning up the earth, man. Beginning by putting you nations in chains, man.
That's right. I just want to look up this word real quick. See
You
what I'm
got it.
saying.
Hey, this is a beautiful thing, man. All right, it's fearful to you heathen, as well as you niggas. Hey,
Yeah.
that's one thing. While you looking that up, I want to speak on real quick, because hey, we gonna be getting at you niggas too, man. All right, you wicked ass rebellious jakes that refuse to hearken to your how about Shemal Shah. Hey, that's gonna be our one and only time to get at y'all as well, man. All right, because what's gonna happen is, as we're going and putting the world back in order, all right, all those that refuse to pretty much get with the program, the Lord's gonna purge out, man. All right, real quick before you get your word. This is Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Okay, because all those that won't get with the program of Yahweh Shem Shah will be put to death, man. All right, and then one
Okay.
more, Ezekiel 20:38. And I will purge out from you. I was like, I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me, I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So wherever you Israelites are, in the different parts of the world, all right, when the elect goes throughout the world, hey, if you don't get with the program of the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, you will be put to death, man, and you have to be reborn in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, this is going to be our chance to get these wicked ass niggas out here, man. Like brothers say all the time, man. And we're gonna be hopping over Edomites to get to you wicked ass niggas. That's gonna be our one and only chance to get Jake, man.
Right.
All right, you wicked Jakes, man.
Okay. It didn't say anything useful, but I do have a precept for you.
You
This
got it.
Matthew 13 and verse 41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and
Mm.
them which do iniquity. So those angels are the 144,000, man. Right? The
Yep.
Lord is going to send out those elect men, right, to destroy anything that comes contrary to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the leftover heathen, to you wicked niggas that are still in rebellious states, man. Right?
Yep.
Because it's going to be Israelites that don't get touched by the nuclear fire,
Yep.
across the whole earth, but they're still not repenting. So what
Mm-hmm.
has to happen, man? They're in rebellion, and all things that offend are going to get plucked out, man.
That's right, brother.
Continuing on in that Revelation 21 and verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Right. Because at the third temple, all right, which is being established right now, all right, with the elect, all right, pretty much prophesying the words of the Lord here on earth. Hey, when the elect are beamed up and then brought back down off them ships after the destruction, all right, the world will see that the tabernacle of the Most High was with the Lord's men. All right, we don't need to have a third temple being built because that's going to be the elect, and through our power, we will build up the kingdom. All right, we will build up, pretty much, the temple, well, the kingdom, like I said, we'll build that up. All right, which will be, on the earth. Okay, and everyone will see the Lord. All right, because that temple pretty much is our spirit, which is going to be made perfect through the laws, and we're going to exude Yahweh Shem Shah throughout the earth, man. All right, making all these different nations submit to the Lord, man. All
That's
right.
right. Okay. That's the book of where do you want me to go to?
I'm gonna get to Isaiah. You should go ahead and go to Psalms. So I'll read this Isaiah 41 and 15.
Okay.
It says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff." Because, like I was making mention of, all right, hey, that temple is being built right now amongst the elect, because it said what the kingdom of heaven is within us, man. All right, so we're being perfected, all right, to pretty much be that walking temple as we speak right now. And then when we get those new bodies, we'll be given the power, all right, to establish the real kingdom on the earth. Okay, and with the power that we have, all nations will be made subject unto us, man. Because here it is, we're gonna have spiritual power. We're gonna literally beat you nations into subjection, man. Because
Sure.
none of you are gonna be able to contend with literal gods on earth, man. All right. Whatever comes to our mind, we're gonna have the power to execute. Okay. And as it said, man, all right, he said he's gonna make us a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth, and that teeth is representing power. We're gonna have all the power. We're gonna be like I said, Bright Burns, Superman, Omni Man, Mr. Manhattan. All the OP superheroes that you read about, the villains. We're gonna have all them powers, man.
Sorry.
Put you here in the flight, man.
Okay, I got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Daniel 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even
Mm-hmm.
forever and ever.
You got it, bro.
God. So, like you said, it's not like it says we're gonna take the kingdom, man. It's not gonna be a polite exchange, right? We know Esau, he's not just gonna give it up, right? So it has to be taken by force, and the Lord is gonna give His men the power to do so, man, in an extravagant fashion, man. It's not just gonna be you know, a slight thing, a light thing, right? It's gonna happen magnificently, man.
That's right. I got add to you real quick. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right. And so how's this how is the kingdom, translated? Through war. All right, through
Exactly.
one kingdom taking down another kingdom. And so, like you just read, all right, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. So, which means what? that we're gonna go to. We're not even gonna, like I said, we're not even gonna say go to war because it's gonna be a one-sided effect. But
Right, right.
we're gonna go and literally, destroy all you different nations. All right, to the point to where you have no choice but to submit yourself under the elect or die. That's
It.
your two choices: submit or die, man.
Right. God. This is the book of Psalm chapter 149 in verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people,
Mm-hmm.
to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron,
Mm-hmm.
to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord.
And this is one of the blessings that we're waiting on, man. All right, because this is going to take place in the kingdom. All right, well, we're gonna bind. All right, you kings. All right, you high, high Edomites. You high level. Different heathen. Okay, you Saudi sheiks. All right,
Yep.
you noblemen in the Moab and Ammon, all the notable heathen people, where we're gonna put you in chains, man. You're gonna be the first crop of slaves in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, and straight out the gate, all right, you're gonna have work, all right, and you're gonna be tasked with learning the ways of the Lord, and when you don't, and when you go off, you're gonna be judged. That's what that two-edged sword is for, man. All
Mhm.
right, to smite to smite you asunder. All right, to bash your head, to shivers. Okay, that's the power and reward that the elect is gonna get. All right, Lord willing, we be that number that survived the nuclear destruction, man.
God. Yeah, like it reads in Romans 8 and 17. We will be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Right? And in receiving that inheritance, right, he gets first dibs, but we're gonna get our portion as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And part of that is, being in control over heathen nations, man, having them under subjection.
That's right.
Going back, you want that Ezekiel?
Yeah, we'll get that one next.
Okay. To Ezekiel 39 and verse 13. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and shall be to them a renown in the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord power.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall never say, and they shall serve out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search.
Right, because that precept you brought out earlier about the dead bodies that's going to be
Yep.
cast out everywhere. You know, hey, the first task of you elites is to go and clean up those bodies, man. You know, hey, you gonna know how it finally feels to work. You
Right.
know, so that's hey, you ain't gonna ever have to worry about not having a job, man, because that right there is gonna take you healing a long time. All right, to pretty much clean those bodies up, man.
God, like I said, they shall sever, so they uh, shall sever out men of continual employment. you know, it's gonna
And
be
it's like,
nonstop. Look, man, the kingdom is gonna be everlasting, man. It's gonna be nonstop work that needs to be done, right? Day and night. You get the rest on the Sabbath, and then it's back to day and night, man. So he's like, look, it's gonna be work at all times, man. You ain't gonna get a break, man.
nah, man. Hey, you gonna have taskmasters over you. Like, hey, we
Mhm.
might put hand with the whip, to make sure you Edomites is working. You know, hey,
Right.
you Moabites, you gonna be working. You ain't gonna be in my kitchen though. That's one thing. I'm not playing with that shit. You Moabites, you gonna be working. All right, you Elamites, you Ishmaelites, all you heathen. They say
Mhm.
continual employment. Hey, you all gonna get jobs, man. We're gonna be handing them out like Oprah, man.
Right. New jobs every day, man.
That's right.
One get finished, it's 100 more to get done, man.
All right.
Going back, this is Ezekiel 39 and verse 15.
That's
And the
right.
pat
Hey, brother, I'm one of the hopeful elect. It said no recession in the kingdom. Hell nah, bro. Hey, work, and more work,
man.
man. You know, hey, like the elder Gabar Howard and Shalom. Hey, y'all about your mouth shot, broke a thumb. Everybody on the comment board. Hey, like Stephen from Django said, they gonna work you to until your back give out. Only sass they say if you sass, they gonna cut your tongue out. Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be straight ass whooping for you heathens, especially you Edomites, man. Hey, you know, hey, it's a stand up Eddie Griffin did, man, where he talked about, you know, white slavery, and he pretty much was saying, you know, he made the joke how it was like, man, hey, Edomites are gonna be pretty much horrible slaves, man. These niggas gonna be complaining all day. You know, he said he was gonna, you know, be merciful to them, make them pick cotton at night. We ain't doing that shit. No, nigga, you gonna be out in the blazing hot sun. This is going back to the old long summer hot days, man. No sunscreen out there making big rocks and little rocks, man. You know, you gonna know how it feels to be a hardworking man in that day. It's gonna be a lot of red collar Edomites in that day, man.
Right. And like they're gonna die out there, and then we're gonna bring them back to life, and they're gonna keep working.
Hey, that's gonna be hell, like you said, bro. And you had Jake in the cotton fields working till they passed out or died. Like you said, death ain't gonna be no escape. Cause like I said, you gonna raise your ass back up, and keep working.
Nope. All right. This is Ezekiel 39, verse 15. And the passengers that pass through the land, when they seeth a man's bone, they shall set it up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamagog. And also the name of the city shall be Hamoah. What's that? Hamona. Thus shall they cleanse the land.
Kanye, Slocky. The point was verse 14. But yeah, like you say, we're just going into, man. You know, they're gonna be working to the fucking bone, man, and then some. You know,
Right.
Cause hey, that's one thing working for, you know, an oppressive slave master, but then you got one that has spiritual power, man. That's gonna be hell, bro.
Okay. You want that Isaiah 49?
Con, go ahead. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna get the preset from the elder, Sirach 41:7. It says the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake, man. All right, they're gonna be, you know, complaining because they feel like the things that their forefathers did, that this is a unjust punishment that they're gonna have to face, man. But then they fail to realize that, look, you are your ancestors coming back in the reincarnation, man. So the thing that you're complaining that you didn't have to do, all right, hey, you're reaping the benefits. Therefore, you're gonna have to go through it, man. We did it. You know, like the elder said, man, slaves work from sunrise to sunset, 6 days a week, picking and bundling cotton. They often carried bags across their shoulders to pick up with both hands, filling 3 to 5 sacks a day that could weigh 75 to 100 pounds. It says female slaves face additional challenges such as sexual violence, unwanted pregnancies, and childbearing while still working in the field. And you think they give a fuck? All right, if a woman was pregnant, all right, if you were sick, you know, if you were pretty much, you know, you had bodily ailments or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Hey, I remember it was a picture. That shit still pisses me off when I see that, to where, you know, certain plantations that if you didn't meet your quota, they would cut your hands off, man. And you saw it as a picture of a slave man, all right, sitting on the porch with his, I think it was his son's hands just sitting in front of him, man. You know? Mm-hmm. So you don't think that's going to be your situation, Esau?
Right.
All right.
And we saw that in 12 Years a Slave.
Right.
Right. When Solomon came in, he ain't have his quota up. Right. They beat that nigga's ass, man.
Right.
So how much more, right? Esau, you ain't never going to meet your quota. You know, there ain't no way in hell you're going to finish these jobs, man. So guess what? You're going to be getting, like the brother say, man, belt to ass, foot up, ass sideways, you know, whatever synonyms you want to put. You know, this is what's about to take place, man.
And like I said, man, scriptures tell you to meditate man. I can't wait till we get that power, man. Hey, I'm gonna be boiling it. I'm gonna be boiling Edomites fucking, you know, blood from the inside, man. Turn that shit into lava. All right, like the boys, that one chick that can make motherfuckers head pop. You know, we're gonna be doing. Hey, you showing us these shows and movies is doing nothing but giving us different, you know, in video games too, giving us different ideas of what we're gonna be doing to y'all, man. you know. So we just waiting. We just waiting till the Lord give us that power, man. It's over with. Go
That's
ahead,
right.
out.
Okay. It's Isaiah 49 and verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Yeah, cause no, finish out. I'll say afterwards.
Okay. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Right, it's gonna be a total role reversal, man. And I always make mention of a good movie to watch. All right, to kind of picture that is that movie called A White Man's Burden. I believe you can still watch it on YouTube. All right, and that pretty much show you Jake and in the elite's position. All right, being the rich, and they got the Edomites in the fucking hood, man. All right, Edomites living like how Jake is, man. All
Right.
right, committing crimes and everything like niggas do, and that's only going. That's only that's really mercy compared to how you gonna have it in the kingdom, man.
Right.
You know, like I'm read what I quoted from the elder Isaiah 33:18. Thine heart shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counted the towers? Right. Thine heart shall meditate terror, man. And like I said, when you watch that movie White Man's Burden, you saw that Jake didn't give a fuck about Esau and his problems, man. All right, just like they don't in today's time give a fuck about our problems, man. He
Right.
tried to go to the neighborhood, pretty much, tried to level with him. He even kidnapped the Jake. I forgot the dude's name, the main Jake. He kidnapped him, brought him back to the hood, let him see how he was living. And at the end, not to spoil it, but like I said, you gonna watch it. They shot that nigga like a damn like an average Jake on the street, man. That shit was funny as hell, man. So that's light compared to what you gonna get. Yeah, Harry Belafonte. Yep. You know, so it's gonna be beautiful, man. And that's just light compared to how you gonna get it, man.
Exactly. God. You want
Because
me
at
to
the
go?
end of the day, Isaiah, they said that Isaiah 49 and 23. All right, hey, just like how we were pretty much made to raise up your children. All right, you gonna you gonna know how that feels to be mammy. All right, to be the buck. All right, that they used to make us get drunk off whiskey and pretty much fight each other to death, man. Like you see that movie, damn, what's it called? It slipped my mind. Fuck. They pretty much they made the one slave, Mandingo. That's what it is. Yeah, Mandingo. You know, hey, that's gonna be like that. They was getting them drunk and they was making them fight to the death, man. And pretty much, Mandingo was winning so many fights for that Jake, or for that Edomite. He pretty much, gave him a wife, let him pretty much get high up in the plantation, and then, his Edomite wife, all right, was getting jealous that the Edomite was popping a Jake. She made Mandingo pop her, and he got her pregnant, and he killed her. He killed Mandingo at the end, man. You know, so hey, just how you had us fighting, we're gonna be having Edomite, fight clubs, man. All right, hey,
Right.
get you niggas. I ain't gonna say we're gonna get you drunk. I don't even want to say that. That's gonna be a good thing for y'all. If you good, you might get a little liquor, man. I don't know. It depends. We'll see how we feeling that day.
Get a
You
couple
know,
drops of water.
yeah. Jake might be off some yaya and man. Like, man, let's have some fun with these damn devils real quick, man. You never know how it might be, man.
God. Ah, God. You want me to go to Isaiah 60?
Con, yeah, we'll read through that and then we'll be out of here.
God. You want me to start at 13?
Start 10.
So Isaiah 60 and verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right, because hey, those first 1,000 years, all right, you heathen are gonna build up our walls. They're gonna build up our kingdom, man. All right, and in the midst of those 1,000 years, you're gonna be getting the law, statute, commandments beat into y'all, man. All right, so that 1,000 years are gonna be a process of you heathen unlearning your sick, nasty ways, all right, and learning the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. So by the time those 1,000 years are fulfilled, all right, and the kingdom of heaven is built, all right, you heathen are gonna be, well informed of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's ways, man. Like say we ain't gotta get it, but various scriptures talk about how if you heathen, all right, don't come up to Jerusalem every year to keep the high holy days, man. Hey, we have the ability not to give your land rain, okay? Hey, we're gonna be fucking y'all up. Hey, when y'all go off, we're gonna be fucking y'all up, man. Just giving a couple examples. So hey, by them 1,000 years, it's gonna be beaten into y'all to where y'all gonna know. Y'all still gonna go off because you gonna be in the flesh, but y'all gonna know what's up, man. The Lord will be worshipped by all nations in that day.
That's right. Okay. Isaiah 60 and verse 12 or 11. It's like, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
Right, because just adding to what you said earlier, this proves to you that Israel ain't gonna be taken back over by no other nation. Hey, God ain't gonna pop up out the blue and just storm the gate like in
Right.
Game of Thrones, fucking Night Walkers. They're not gonna take us back. Hey, our gates being open continually is showing that's a sign of security. All right, where you heathen are going to be continually bringing us the best of y'all goods, man. You
Mhm.
know, so we're not gonna have no worries. So that's why we ain't gonna have to lock nothing up no more. Cause who gonna come against the God in that day, man?
Right. Exactly.
That's a fool, man.
Okay. So Isaiah 60 and 12, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
See, that's a cut too.
Yep.
Cause like I said, as soon as New Jerusalem come out them ships, it's on and popping, man. All right.
Exactly.
So by the time the kingdom is built, ain't nobody even gonna think about coming up against Israel, man.
Right. They ain't gonna have time for all that, man. It's gonna be too much work to do.
Exactly.
You see Jake in captivity right now. The reason they don't have any ambition is because they always at work. They always punching Esau's clock. So how much more when they're gonna be working 24 hours out of the day, man?
Yeah.
They're not gonna have time to sit there and concoct plans and put weapons together, right? And plus, brothers, we're gonna have spiritual power, so we're gonna be knowing what they're thinking, right? We're gonna
Exactly.
know. It's like, come on, man. Like,
And then to add to you, we're gonna destroy all the weapons, man. So you
exactly.
ain't gonna have nothing to rebel with.
Uh,
The earth is gonna be at peace under our rulership, man.
that's right. So Isaiah 60 and verse 13, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Right. So hey, really the earth is gonna go back to the state of the Garden of Eden. I done, man. Hey, it's gonna be
Mhm.
beautified. Like when you read about Solomon's temple, all right, and Solomon had the different trees and everything. All right, he pretty much built the temple like he saw how the kingdom in the heavens was. So the whole earth is gonna be beautified in that day because the kingdom of heaven is gonna be throughout the whole earth, not just in Jerusalem, man. All right,
Mhm.
the whole earth is gonna be beautified again, man. Because like I said, we're gonna build up all right, the earth again. All right, different brothers are going to be given different parts of the earth to restore, and different providences that brothers own. All right, we're going to liven up to your own individual spirit. So the earth is going to be beautified, man. You know,
Okay. Hey, like you said, the scriptures say on earth as it is in heaven, man.
that's right.
Right. So the glory of the heavens is going to be, brought to the earth, man. Right, and it's going to be through Yahweh Shai or through Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14, it's like it. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Right, showing you that's a total reversal of what we read about when we read Lamentations. All right, when they made mockery, talking about is this the city of the Lord, calls the perfection of beauty. All right, that's going to be acknowledged in that day, man. Okay, these heathen are going to come bending unto us, and that shows a sign of total subjection. All right, face to the earth. They're not going to dare look at Israelite in the eye in that day, man. Just like how we couldn't look at Edomite in the eye back in the old days of America, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shows you the reverence of power. It's like it, bro.
Now I was just gonna say, you go into that. So the word compliance goes into prostrating yourself, right, where you
Mm-hmm.
lay out and pretty much give over your power,
Mm.
and then in this case they're gonna realize and understand that they have no power, just as we did in our former lives in these various captivities, right? We knew we had no power to come up against this devil, So now they're gonna be in that same stead, man, helpless and weak, man.
That's right.
Verse 15. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Kind of real quick, I want to read the brother Bionai's precept, 1 Corinthians 2:9. As it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua have prepared for them that love him. Right, like you said, man, the kingdom is going to be beautiful, man. All right, we don't know what the Lord has prepared, how the earth is going to look when we get it back, and we're going to get it back and bring it back to its former glory.
That's
All
right.
right, so you can imagine, but your imagination it pales in comparison to how this really going to be, man. All right, because these minds only go but so far. All right, so what you feel like is far out to you is tiny in the grand design of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right.
Right. And the Lord gonna be revealing new things on the brothers every day for eternity, man.
Man, think about that, bro. Hey, it's stones that we ain't never seen before, new animals, new places in the earth.
Yeah.
You know, hey, brothers are gonna be having their mind blown every day, like you said, man. Because I remember in the WhatsApp chat we got, for the brother be talking about the herbs and shit. The elders Zahab had made mention about how it's only like, I want to say it was a low number. I think 5 might be pushing it, but like 5%. We only here in the West only know about 5% of the herbs in the world, and like I said, I might be going too high with that. All right, so man, it's all type of things we're gonna be finding out, and then like I said, the Lord's gonna be revealing to us the different reasons why things are happening. All right, why sometimes Jake, when you be just kind of going deep in your mind, like yo, why is certain things like this? We're gonna be getting all them answers, man. So it's gonna be crazy, man.
Exactly. Exactly. And like what Jake doesn't understand is that the earth is a lot bigger than Esau would have you believe, man.
Hell yeah.
Right. So it's that 1,000 years of just getting everything established, man. Like it's like we're not gonna have to go nowhere else for nothing until the Lord deem we go and colonize these other planets, man.
Kind.
Right.
Hey, think about that, bro. Because most of these Jakes, all they know is America, and really, uh, America. A lot of Jakes don't even know outside of their own neighborhood, let alone their state. All
Right.
right, like the scriptures talk about, the knowledge of a man that's well traveled. For certain brethren that had the experience to go, in different parts of America, let alone outside of America. And the world is a vast place, man. All right.
Mhm.
So in that day, we're gonna be able to just explore with no fucking passport.
Right.
All right. Not having to ride no fucking 2-day trip on no plane or no boat or nothing. We're gonna be able just to explore. And time isn't gonna be a thing in that day, man. We literally just gonna be existing. All right. Because like Elder Ariala says that, man. Hey, time is pretty much like a tool to a God, man. All right. And we ain't gonna be bound by the limits of time in that day, man. And the proof of that is an account, not the rant, but it's account. And I believe it's in Numbers. The Tazawam brings it out. But I forgot the prophet that was able to pretty much stop time, for like a brief moment. I forget, the account. If I remember, I'll post it on my comment board. But they, like I said, everything's gonna be at our disposal on that day, man. You
Sure.
know,
God, it's Isaiah 16:16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings. And thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
right? All these resources that you heathen have, hey, we will have access to them. All right, just like how Esau does in today's time, and we will have access to all the resources that you have. Like I said, we're gonna take the best of it, man. Because you gotta remember, hey, after the 1,000 years, hey, you're gonna be, brought back to your lands. All right, you're gonna be able to go back to your lands, man. That's it. The water is the Quan. Joshua 10 and 13, and the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. It is not written in the book Is it not written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven and hasted not to go down about a whole day. Right. So, like I said, man, time is going to be nothing for us in that time, in that day, man. All right. We literally going to be able to enjoy existence. All right. Just like how Yahweh's name is, he exists. We're literally going to be able to exist in that day, man. All right. And so we're going to be able to enjoy everything. All right. The way that the Lord created it to, man. This is true paradise, man. All right. Finish out verse 14. And there was no day like that before or after it, that the Lord hearkened unto the voice of a man, for the Lord fought for Israel, which shows you that none of these wars that we're going to fight or that we have fought was done of our own accord. It's the Lord that fights our battles, man. This is why we're patiently waiting, all right, for the Lord to rise up for our cause, man. All right, because he's going to be the one to take these devils down, not of our own accord, man. All we can do is just preach these words, and through the Spirit we're battling this man, but physically that's going to be Yahushua when he returns, man.
Okay. So back in Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 17, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron.
Bro, look, just like I said, just look at that, man. That alone is showing you the abundance that we're gonna have, man. It says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron, man. Hey, our resources are gonna be in crazy abundance, man. All right, it's not gonna be a lack for any Israelite for anything, man.
Okay. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
Right, and that's gonna be our true rest in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, to where like it says back in the Revelation 21, I believe that's verse 4, the Lord's gonna wipe away all tears from our eyes. We're not gonna have anything to cry about, to be fearful about. All right, we're gonna be perfect and be able to live perfectly in harmony with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're gonna literally be able to see Yahweh's face in that day, man. Okay, that's worth fighting for, man. All right, that's what we are believing is going to await for us if we endure to the end, man. All right, and Esau ain't going to be able to take part in that, man, because after the 1,000 years, his ass is going to that pit, and it's going to be the greatest bonfire that ever happened in mankind, man.
That's right.
And that's the end of the pale face, man. All right.
That's right.
You got anything else?
That was it.
So we'll close it right there, then, man. Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying to all those that tuned in and that do tune in. All right. So with that, we want to close this lesson out by giving our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.